How's everybody feeling? Let's give them a warm welcome, a mid welcome. Just say. So we are going to get into this panel really quickly. I'm just going to do a quick introduction of obviously who I am, who you guys are, and then we'll get to talk to these guys and hear a lot about what they do and how they've gotten where they're gotten. So I'm Tristan Fisher. I'm the artistic director of Motown Museum and Hitsville NEXT, which is Motown Museum's creative and educational hub for artists and entrepreneurs. So everything we do at Hitsville NEXT is focused on artist development and entrepreneurship. So we have different programs from Amplify the Sound of Detroit Singing Competition, which I think 99% of you guys probably are from. That's where we take artists through artist development, vocal coaching, performance coaching, styling consultations, and more. Get them ready for a Grammy night performance. We do poetry competitions, master classes, workshops, talkbacks like this. That's our education program manager over there. Again, also the vocal coach. So we do summer camps for kids as well. So we stay really busy over at Hitsville NEXT. So you're looking at a group of singers, songwriters, musicians, producers, actors, and more, all here from the city of Detroit that are chasing their dreams, and we're here to support them through it all. So that's a little bit of what we do here with these artists. So we're happy to have you guys. Thank you guys for being here. We're always happy anytime we can get people in just to talk about their journeys, what you guys have been through, what these guys might experience on their way up as well. So I'll have you guys introduce yourselves, starting here, who you are, where you're from, what you do, and then we'll get into some questions.
My name is Jawan. I'm from Chicago. I'm a singer, songwriter, vocal arranger, vocal contractor, vocal producer. All things vocals pretty much. I really don't sing that much anymore because I'm mostly arranging and just creating vocals for different rappers, solo artists, and things like that.
Like?
We'll fix that. You said like? I've done arrangements for Beyoncé, Kanye, Money Long, Post Malone, Elton John. Yeah, that's a few.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Oh, sisters, I haven't seen you. I swear I just started that moment. My name is Jerel. I am from Detroit, Michigan. I am a singer-songwriter. I currently live in LA. I have worked for artists like Beyonce, Kanye West, Sia, who am I forgetting? Did Post Malone, Stevie Wonder, Elton John. I know you know what I'm talking. Just a bunch of people, so I'm really lucky to be able to do that. Also, outside of music, I work in television, mostly in unscripted as a producer. I've worked on shows like The Voice. I've been a producer for Issa Rae's Sweet Life, Basketball Wives, The Ballet for Bravo, a bunch of other shows. So yeah, that's me. What I'm done.
So booked. Hey guys, my name is Tiffany Freeman. I'm a singer, songwriter, background vocalist. I'm also a contractor. I started an agency about 2 years ago, just to give other singers, musicians, engineers, whoever, an opportunity to work in the space that they want to. I'm from New York, but I live in Boston. Some of the artists that I've worked with, I'm currently on tour with Kelly Rowland. I just toured with Mary J. I sing with Jasmine Sullivan. I don't know, J. Cole, Ludacris, Tyrese, Faith Evans, Mariah the Scientist. I love about 10. And a whole bunch of other people. Kiara Sheard was my first gig when I was 14. And when I started my merch line some years ago, she was my first customer. So we just been tight for a long time. So I got something to Detroit. But yeah, I'm happy to be here with y'all. Hey.
My name is Tym Wallace. I'm originally from Chicago.
I live in Los Angeles now, and I am the glam side of things. I am a hairstylist. I was currently on tour with Mary J. Blige as well. We all are actually. I'm Mary's hairstylist for 8 years. I am also Taraji P. Henson's hairstylist. I work with Randy, Kelly, Jennifer Hudson, Zendaya, Serena Williams, a lot of people. But yeah, that's what I do. So.
Hey y'all, I'm Ashley. I'm from Compton. I'm also a singer, songwriter. I'm sure Kurt Paul. A few things about me. I got my real start on X Factor. I sang "I Will Always Love You," and I then went on to do "Chasing Destiny" with Kelly Rowland on BET. And I am in a girl group called June's Diary. But currently, I'm on tour with Brandy and Monica. I'm singing background for them. Just got off tour with Mary J. Blige. I've also worked with Kanye, Beyoncé, Money Long. We just won a Grammy for Money Long. Everybody, pretty much. We sang right though for a lot of people. And I'm really, really happy to be here with you guys.
Hey y'all. My name is Cameronwright. I'm from St. Louis originally. I was raised in Minneapolis. My start was in the church. And then I actually went on tour with my mom at 5 years old. That was kind of like my first opening to the Yama Beats. Some of the people I've worked with, the 1975, Beyoncé, Snow Allegra. I'm currently on tour, the Boy Is Mine tour with Kelly, Rowland. And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, probably this song on the voice as well.
Yeah. Awesome. Give it up for everybody else. So let's get into some things. So somebody talk to us about like the work ethic that goes into being on a tour, like the one that you guys are on. Like what is preparation like? What like for preparation to show? What's that look like?
I'll start. It's a lot of bags, first and foremost. Yeah, bagging. I mean, in every way. You got to travel with all your stuff. You got to get your bag because we working like crazy, living off of a tour bus. We were on tour for about 7 months out of this year. So we had from January to end of April, May, and then we had like 4 weeks off, and then we went to Europe till middle of July. And it's a lot because you are away from, your friends and family. Luckily, we are friends and family. So you had a piece of something, but that every day, not knowing, I think we're all probably still like, what's today?
Right.
Where am I at? Because you wake up every day in a different city, and it's a lot of wear and tear on your body. They have to do a little bit more than me. I'm just hair, so I come in once the talent comes in. But it's not for the weak or the faint at heart at all. You gotta really, really know you want it to do it. The different climates, different energies, different different energies, different. It's a lot, but you wake up and you do it every day until that tour is over.
Anybody else want to piggyback on their experience?
It's definitely not for the weak. Not even with just touring, being in this industry, just in general. It's definitely got to be something that you love, and obviously you guys are here, so I'm sure you do love it, but it tests you over and over again. Like, do you really want this? Do you really love this? The preparation for it, I mean, we did like 33 songs. You gotta know your music. You gotta take care of yourself. Mentally, physically, like you said, we're in different climates, like people get sick, like, so you got colds around you, like trapped in a bunk, like, it's like being on the plane all day, every day, pretty much. So like the air is crazy. You gotta sing every day, so the voice gotta work, because nobody wants to hear you sick. Nobody wants to hear like I can't do it today because you know you got thousands and thousands of people who pay tickets for a show and they want the same show that everybody else got.
No spares.
There is no spares. You don't get to have an off day. Like
Even when you do get
even when you do get an off day, you still don't have an off day because you like they throwing new songs at you every day. It's like, oh, we're gonna change the set tomorrow. We gonna do this. So you gotta learn this. Like it's constant work.
Anybody else on that?
I'd say for me, so I've been married for 3 years, and I've kind of been on tour since being married, and I think that this year was the hardest because, like Tim said, like we've been gone from January to end of April, sometime off to then go back out to the middle of July, and then I had like other things going on between July and September to have to go straight into working with it. I did a few things with Mariah the Scientist and then go straight into the tour rehearsals with Kelly, and now I'm like out on the road. So I really haven't been home this year for real. And to be honest, like luckily my husband loves me and supports what I do, but that's something definitely to consider because it's really, really hard when you can't be, like, I feel like I can't be who I'm supposed to be to my husband because I'm on the road. So, like, to Jawan's point, like, you really gotta love what you do and it gotta make sense. Like, don't do it because you're chasing a bag. What's for you is for you. And it don't have to be tour. It could be something else. But you gotta love it. And you gotta know that like it comes with a lot of sacrifices, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Like it all works out for your good at the end. But yeah, like that's definitely something to consider. Like time away, time you can't get back, missing moments, missing opportunities, all that stuff. So yeah,
I want to piggyback off the sacrifice thing because a lot of people see performers, whether it's lead artists, background artists, whatever, and they see the glitz and glamour. They see you on stage, see you with 20,000 followers. People don't know about like stories and the sacrifices and the no's that you got. So can you guys talk about how you got there, the no's that you faced, how you navigated still going to get where you are now? Like, what you gonna mess up there?
You said the no's?
The no's, yeah.
I think the no's are just kind of part of the game. Like that's just what it is. Like that's like, okay, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like it can never be something that you take personally, that you internalize. Number one, because I believe, like Tiffany said, what's for you is for you. What's for me is for me, and it won't pass me by. You know, and it's a part of doing the work. So even if it's just an audition, that's just me practicing. That's just me rehearsing. You know what I mean? So, and also being on the other side of the fence, working in casting, working as a producer, I can find somebody who is amazing, who is perfect. And it's like, it's just not for this. It's like, but there's a girl, her name is Katie Rowland. I wanted her on The Voice so bad. She was so good. She was so good. And it didn't work. It didn't work out. She wound up not being on the show. And now she's on this Netflix show with the groups. I can't remember what it's called. Y'all seen it? Y'all talking about? And she's a part of that group. And I'm like, I'm trying to tell her, like, she's so good, you know? So that no from that show wasn't a complete no. She found where she was supposed to be in the right time, where she was supposed to be, you know? Because definitely she got more notoriety being on that show than she would have if she even did The Voice, you know? So embracing the no's and using them as practice, using those auditions as stepping stones to continue perfecting the craft and, you know, making it a part of the journey.
And also I would add, just keep in mind that on your journey, the no's have nothing to do with your skill. I would be mad at a no, okay? And you gonna get more no's than yeses, but yeses are so big. But I think I'm a pretty okay singer.
Oh, cut it out.
it's literally the voice.
When I say like,
It's literally the voice.
No, I say
phenomenal.
that to say you cannot let the no deter you because it has nothing. I actually just did The Voice last year, and I've been auditioning for The Voice for, I would say, the last decade. I would not every year, but maybe 10 years ago was the first time I auditioned. and I think maybe 4 or 5 auditions. No. And then they called me last year. So you just never know. Like they said, what's for you is for you. Just keep going.
I will piggyback off Cam. I at one point in time would crush because it does make you question, like, why didn't I get this job, or why this didn't, and you will question yourself, like, I'm not good enough. It's finding that moment when you're like, focus on my life, and if you pay attention to what you have and you hone in on your skill and do the work, those no's, like Jerel say, become stepping stones. The no's actually strengthen you better than the yes will. So you're like, okay, this wasn't what I was supposed to do, and it may not have been the time. Timing is very important. So he said he auditioned 10 years ago, didn't get it, but then look, the right time, he got it, you know?
And to the same point, just a quick tidbit. I was supposed to tour with Money Long, but I was on tour with Mary J. Blige, so I was missing all types of gigs. 2 other girls from my girl group, same background, but so in time, my job pretty much got replaced, and I was so bummed out that I didn't get the tour. And literally a week later, I get a call saying, do you want to sing background for Brady and Monica? So that no led me to being actually on tour with the headliner. And just like Cam, I've been auditioning for Star Search, Junior American Idol, never got a yes. And then another year, I had auditioned for X Factor 2 times. There was one year where they said, send in a video audition. I was like, let me just send in I Will Always Love You. I'm not going to get it. And it went through and ended up being one of the most viral videos ever. So, like they said, the nose, it builds character, a lot of character. And if you really are authentically you, what is for you will not pass you by like this bitch.
And take that time after the nose to focus, because on other parts of it, sometimes there is a reason. Again, like you said, it's not necessarily about talent. It could be about character. It could be about personality. It could be about confidence. It could be about a lot of different other things. So a lot of those destroyed me as well. Like I remember going home crying to my mama about, like, and I'm like, I know I can do this, but sometimes you know, like, you gotta fill the room. Personality, think purpose, think yeah, just build the character. That's really what it's about. A lot of the times, talent is, although we're in a talented industry, talent is probably the last thing that people are really looking at.
Yes.
Do they want to be around you? What kind of light do you bring into the room? What kind of energy are you feeding to the people? And
What you look like.
what you look like. And you show.
So we're speaking to that because that's what I wanted to follow up on, like the fact that it's not just about talent, the other characteristics that you have to carry you through the industry. So can you guys talk about those things, even experiences that you've had or experiences that you've seen other people experience for not having the character, not having the professionalism, how it may have hindered people and themselves?
Like, especially with touring and even just regular gigs. When I first moved to LA like 12 years ago, it's a different city now since the pandemic, but most people got the gigs and stuff that they got or just by being like at a bar. Being with the musicians. It was open mics and stuff like that. So we kind of was singing, but it was the hang before and after that really got. It was like, oh, you cool. I like your energy. Like, I can hang out with you every day. So yeah, let me bring you on tour. Or yeah. So just being a good person, being personable. I'm kind of shy for real. So like being I am. But like getting around new people and stuff like that, like I had to Google like how to have a conversation with people, like what's the conversation starter, like open-ended questions and stuff like that, because I've seen situations where it's like I felt like I was the best of what I could do in that situation, but other people were going to get it because they would walk up to you and start talking to you, you had an hour conversation. It's like, let's do this again. I'm gonna book you tomorrow. I'm like, now I'm gonna hear this. But yeah, character means everything. Like knowing how to talk to artists, knowing how to be in your place, own your space, be out the way, but yeah, be in the way at the same time. Like, and it's a balance of it all.
I want to, two things. I want to go back to something really quickly. When we're talking about getting a no, I want to say sometimes if you get a no, you may need to consider not looking for a yes from anybody else but yourself. Sometimes it's good to invest in what you have in your mind. Everybody else is supposed to have your vision because it's yours. So maybe the yes that you're looking for is internal. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm gonna give myself a chance. Yes, I'm gonna invest in myself. Yes, I'm gonna put together the pieces of what I know I'm supposed to be doing and let the people catch up. You know what I mean? So it ain't gonna always be from I'm talking to myself.
I'll say this because I work with talent firsthand, like in their face at the most vulnerable stage. No hair, no makeup. I see the raw. I had to learn early in my career because I used to be just extremely professional. So you saw no personality. And even when I was in the salon, I kept it. Work is work. My personal is personal. And I had a client that Mini Leaks was the first person I had worked with. And she, you know, we know how she is. And she's like, do you not laugh? And I'm like, you don't even understand. I'm too silly, but I'm like, I felt that I couldn't let her see that side. But then when I started to, you know, work more and I'm like understanding that personality is what's gonna actually keep you because they have to feel connected. If I see you when you don't have you when you're not on, you gotta feel safe. You gotta feel so not only was it my personality, but who I was. I actually have to show you who I am for you to trust me because no hair and no makeup on. I was saying when I first started working with Mary J. Blige, she had her assistant come up or like call me like, Mary wants you to come to the room. And I'm like, for what? She gonna hang. I'm like, okay. We drink it, tequila. And I'm like, I don't think you want to do that. And she's like, come on, let's take a shot. I'm like, all right. You want Tym Wallace or you want Tym from the Southside Show? And she's like, you know, I'm from here. I said, all right, here we go. Taking her back. And I'm, you know, allow her to see me. And we've been locked in for almost 10 years since that. Because it's a safety, like, oh, you're real, absolutely. And we become more than just clients and singing for people. We literally become family. Like, they look at us like, Tiff, you good? Like, we're family. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just working because you know the people that you are with. We are, like, we outside of work. I'm coming to LA with my roommate. Like, or we at each other's house. Like, we family. Like, we locked in, but that's only because we know each other. It's not always like that. Some people you gotta be like, all right, see you on the next one. But when you know, authentic and good people, good spirits and energy, you be like, all right, we locked in. We can work together and act the fool, because this up here, fool.
Say one thing really quick. To talk about separating professional and personality. I always tell people your talent is probably 3 to 5% of all of it. Anybody could sing, right? I've had situations where if I couldn't show up to a gig, the artist would literally send me a video like, what was so important that you couldn't be with me? Like, I had to sing with somebody new today. And it would, it's so true to every joke, but I was just like, dang, like, for me, it's not about you're missing the alto. Like, some people just like, you bring a certain thing to the room. Like, I had an artist one time say, they told me you wasn't coming. Like, I was about to cry in the car. And I was like, girl, like, I'm right here. I got you. And I was just like, wow, like, this has nothing to do with what I bring as a talent. Like people just yeah, like so that's important. Like your integrity, your character, your personality, your hygiene. Your hygiene. Because baby,
because they.
It sounds silly, but it's real.
no, it's a real thing because you get to see how people live outside of you, especially on tour because y'all gotta share a space. You know people. Oh, so you don't put nothing back. You don't replace nothing. Got it. Oh, you think this the shared space is your closet? Oh, okay.
You don't watch
So-
your feet.
You don't watch your video.
So on my that, but you eating it, drinking it. Got it. Okay. It's little stuff like that, like just.
Hygiene is important. I have known for when I walk in the room, my clients know I'm there because I'm a fragrance. Like I wash my tail good too. That's where it starts.
Got to clear up, under, over.
It's a thing to where like my client come to me. What new perfume you got? What you got? I know you got something in the bag, and that alone is a part of my, a part of the brand, a part of Tym Wallace's, because they like, oh, this nigga know I always say. It's so many different things that add up to what we do. Like you said, it's only a percent. The talent is. I'm talking about very small percent.
I want to jump in real quick.
Go ahead.
Me as a singer, I can sing. I know I can sing.
You can.
Thank you. But there are so many people that can sing me under the tape. And I still get calls because Jawan has put thousands of dollars in my pocket as a contract. Because Jawan knows Jerel's going to show up on time. He's going to have the right energy in the space. He's not going to show up looking crazy. He's going to show up looking like an artist, like a singer. And, he can trust me. You know what I mean? So that keeps me booked with different people because before we even talk about singing, are you going to show up on time? Are you going to embarrass me? Because somebody entrusted him to do a thing. You know what I mean? Like this artist needs this done. And so he's like, oh, I got the perfect people.
Right.
And then I'm coming in 20 minutes late, 30 minutes late. It's like, we could have been gone by now, you know what I mean? Like, so it's the soft skills that matter so much. Not causing confusion, you know what I mean? Not centering yourself, being able to just listen. Not talking too much. Just knowing when we gonna have a good time, but also when it's time to work, it's like, all right, come on, let's get this done so we get out of here,
Attention.
Retaining.
Yeah.
Talk about.
Turn our listening ears. Let's turn on our listening ears. Retaining. Lord have mercy.
Meaning, if somebody's teaching you something, don't have them have to repeat it 4 or 5 times.
This is your love.
You gotta get it quick because people be ready to move. Like it's a lot to do in a very small time, and listen to the music before you get there.
Right.
Don't get too comfortable.
Also,
Please don't get too comfortable. When you show up, do your job, but don't be personal with the artist and say, can I pray for you? Or read the room. In many cases, a lot of people have lost their jobs because they got too comfortable. Yeah. You could be gone the next day, baby. Please, don't get too comfortable.
He's continuing to talk about.
She's laughing because this is really happening. I got some made up scenarios.
I'm so glad y'all are speaking to these things because don't I say some of these things? So I'm so glad that you guys are reinforcing those things because it's important to know how to navigate. Speaking of that, even what you were talking about, can you guys quickly piggyback, even if it's like shoot off some do's and don'ts?
You're crying.
Don't be late to bus car.
Hurry up and wait.
Or be up the way. Oh, gosh. A lot of
We kind of did. That was just gonna go back to
And
that.
wash your feet.
Don't get comfortable. But give them something more so from an artist standpoint though, rather than just a background singer.
What can I say?
Be integral.
It's definitely be integral. Artists, take care of your people. I know it's easy for like, well, I don't have a label and I don't have a machine behind me and I'm not making that much. I feel like if the people who you surround yourself with know the grind, know that like there is a goal in mind, you are honest and upfront with people, then people can work with you better, they connect with you more, and then they'll stick around. So you don't have to feel like you're on this journey as an independent artist by yourself. I always think that paying people before the show starts gives them more of a reason to, I got paid already. That's a big level, but like, and I think being a background singer has taught me a lot about just the business and like how to treat people. Hello?
Turn it up, turn it up.
Something I'm learning though, use your resources.
Yes.
Use your support system. I'm a super prideful guy, so I don't like asking for help for anything. Like, and that has stunted me in a lot of different ways. Use your people, like, especially if you know that you've been good to people. If you are good to people, people will be good.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Take care of you. On this journey, we and the world makes us feel like we are on a time. Like, I only have this amount of time. We're on God's time, and nothing is gonna happen unless He's ready for you to happen. Yeah. Take care of you, because when you constantly on go, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I'm looking at this person. What about you? Then you end up in the hospital almost dead because I've taken 10 flights in 8 days with massive blood clots on my lungs, covering both my lungs. About to get on a plane to fly to New York from LA, and the doctor says, you would have got on that plane, you'd have been dead by the time you did. So now I've become, I can't do that because I need my time. I need say no, I can't. No, every opportunity ain't a good opportunity. Sit and think about it. Do I want this shit by myself? Is this gonna be good for me? Taking care of you is very, very important, because you can't use your phone if it's dead, right?
That's good.
All right, let's open up the floor to some questions. Love it.
So for my singers, what are some techniques or tips you use for memorizing songs? I know you get a lot of different songs at different times, different artists. So what methods do you use to memorize?
Me personally, I've always just had a good memory when it comes to stuff like that. If I know the story, so I start there. What are we talking about? What's going on here? And then like the lyrics just come, I guess, later. I actually don't learn lyrics to songs until it's time to sing them. I don't know the melody. I don't know the melody. I know the melody down, but I'm not gonna know the words until it's time. But I know
He knows when it's time.
I will know it when it's time. And once I know, I'll never forget them. I learned that nobody cares. Everybody's process is gonna be different though. Nobody cares what their process is. Nobody cares. My old roommate, we used to go back and forth about that all the time, because it took her maybe a week or so to learn a song. Me, I'm gonna learn it on the way to rehearsal, because I know that I can do that. Nobody cares what your process is. You have to figure that out and comb it out. It's like a, trial and error kind of thing. And yeah.
I have to, I listen to the song straight through, and then I have to read the words while the song is playing. And that's how, if I see the lyrics, it helps me to remember it.
I write the lyrics down. It's always been a way to, I'm a visual learner, so seeing things and actually scribbling it and then listening to the song over and over and over again. Even if it's just a snippet, retention is more so like, what's the word? Repetition. The time it will come. Sunday service, oh my God.
Oh man.
They have no time for Sunday school. Oh wow.
And it built the retention, I would say. Kanye come in the room, they'll change these lyrics. You gotta learn it, sing it that morning. So the more you do it, the easier it'll become.
Mm-hmm. I guess for me, when time allows, I do voice memos. I have to hear myself. Because during that process, I'm always like, why are you singing like that? Oh, open up on this. And because I'm so focused on how I sound, by the time I'm done criticizing, I said, I know. All these recordings, maybe I get that from like, see, record. And that helps me, and I learn really fast of it. But everybody has their own, you know?
Yeah. I think I listen to songs over and over, and like, after I've listened to it a bunch, then I'm going to kind of do an analysis. All right, okay, so what is this part? What are these words right here? You know what I mean? All right, then I got that part. Then, all right, let me step away for a little bit. And then, all right, let me see if I still remember the first part. If I can get through the first part, then we can go on to the next part. That's kind of how I like to do.
So I wanted to learn.
You know what?
Now you can sing too, though.
You never go with a question.
For those of you that are doing like songwriting for other artists, or I think a few of you mentioned your consultants was the word. First off, can you tell me what the consultant like is? And second off, how do you get into like pitching your songs to other people? And when you're writing them, is it stuff that you wrote for yourself that you think like, you know, what's that whole process look like?
So Jawan and I are vocal contract. So, for instance, I got a call. Lil Wayne needed 26 singers in New York for his opening night for his tour at Madison Square Garden. Because of relationship and just meeting people along the way, people know that I don't live in New York, but I'm still connected to people in New York. So every time they come to New York, Bill Tiff, I need 26 singers. Bet. Do you care about height? Do you care about race? Do you care about, and I find out all of those things and I go get the 26 people, put them in the group chat. Hey, everyone said they're available, stay about more information. Boom, viral on Instagram. They on stage. They ain't saying a lick, but they got paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time it's just a look thing. Now, Jawan lives in fancy California. So he does like TV and film and all of those things. He could speak to that.
I mean, pretty much the same situation. With both pieces of your question as far as getting songs to people and then the contracting thing, she mentioned it, but what's most important is relationships. No situation is going to be the same. Sometimes it's about being in the room. Some of my cousins and other, like some of the biggest bands, it's like they're in the studio, just pull up. An artist is coming, you throw in your 2 cents for, you know, again, which is why studying is something good, because just being on top of your game. Getting songs to people can be easy. Today, like sending in submissions and stuff like that, it's almost not a thing anymore. It's about being in the room. It's about who you know. Everything is about keeping good relationships. As far as TV, that's the same thing. Contracting is like somebody saw something that you did, like Sunday service, shot my calls through the roof because I arranged most of that music, and it's like, I want that sound, I want that whatever. Like, come do that over here. Hey, you, like, oh, you know what? Somebody got that. Like, you know, I just did a session with A$AP Rocky a couple of weeks ago, and it was, yeah, relationships. That's it. Submissions, contracting, gigs, all of it. It's about relationships.
And I want to add to that, if you don't necessarily have access to those rooms, it's the whole Issa Rae theory, build across. Like, sit in this room. If y'all not working together on music, if y'all not working together helping each other with content, it's a mistake. It's a missed opportunity, you know what I mean? Because it's so much easier to build with people who are next to you, I'm sitting here with Zania and I used to play in the most rinky-dink, raggedy clubs all the time. What do you mean? You know what I mean? Out here hustling because we had that this is what we want to do. You know what I mean? And so we could lean on each other. I've been knowing Dre for I don't know how long, you know what I mean? Seeing him also hustle at the same time and doing all this stuff, you know? It's really about just building community with people that you have access to. And we all have different skill sets and strengths, even outside of just singing. So pull on that. The people that you're cool with, that you connected to, try something new, figure it out, you know what I mean? And that's a way to get the song that you got. It could be the perfect home for somebody else, and then somebody else might hear it, and that's how you build community.
Also, you have free marketing, you have social media.
Stop. People.
Yeah, don't believe
To the same curves was my motto for a period of time. I've sent DMs to different artists or people, hey, I would love to work with you, just trying. The worst that can happen is you tell me no. And I've got a lot of jobs that way.
I'd like to work with all of you guys. Cool. I wanted to speak on you guys accepting no's, that you guys is no. I'm sure it's ours, we've all like dealt with imposter syndrome. How do you guys, even at your level, turn off that voice and say like, yeah, I deserve to be here in this role?
It's a day-to-day process. Because definitely, actually, we just had this conversation probably last week, like, because every level comes with new, sometimes it seems the same type of issues, but it's deeper because now I can't accept certain things. Like, I'm not taking $100 gigs. I'm not doing like so, but also it's like, I got bills that's coming every first of the month, and so it's like you balancing that. It's like, man, like, what's gonna happen next? What I'm gonna do? Like, it's a day-to-day thing. Like, it's like find mantras that you can speak to yourself every day. Like, because you just have to say it over and over again. Like, even when sometimes we all lose faith. Sometimes we don't believe. She said we was on tour for 7 months, like traveling the world, making out, and then like 3 months go past after that and you're not doing nothing. You sit at home, like it starts to see it. Like, what am I do? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, so that's something that you'll never lose, but you just gotta keep telling yourself over and over. Sometimes go back and look at what you've done. Go read your resume. Go online, whatever. Shit. And I'm only saying this because this is something that I have to do myself still, regardless of what I've done. Sometimes, just don't feel like that, and sometimes that's okay. Like acknowledge those things and then try to figure out where it comes from. What's the stem of that? Like, why do you keep feeling that way?
Also, I want to add this. If you quit, all you're still going to be doing is thinking about it and thinking about doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if I just say, I'm not singing no more, I'm still going to be like, You know what I mean? Like, because it's a part of me, you know what I mean? So why would I what am I denying myself for? You know what I mean? I may want my life to look a certain way. I may have thought by this age I would be able to do this and do that, but I still get to do what I love. In whatever capacity I can do it in, you know what I mean? And that's really what it's really, really about. It's fine to have goals and aspirations and ambition. Never take that away from yourself, but recognize that if it's something that you love and you getting to do it, that's what it's really about,
Erica Campbell, posted a video a while back. Basically, she was off on a note and it was a bad performance. And she posted a video saying, it happens. It is what it is. We're not gonna always get the notes right. It is what it is. Stop holding yourself to a super high standard because we're all human. I was just in my head this tour about how I sounded on stage with the other two background singers, and people coming up to me telling me, you sound fine, it sounds great. Long as you have your criteria for what you should be, but be gentle. Be gentle with yourself.
Yay! Sorry, guys. Okay, so I struggle really hard with the networking portion of things as I grow and do more things and get opportunities and don't get opportunities from some of those opportunities when I expect it to based on the platform. I feel very, very socially awkward, and I leave the room thinking all about me. Right, I got a problem, and I love everybody, they love me, and then crickets. So I'm struggling with knowing what to say, when to say it, how to say it, when to do it, because I have a very large personality. And sometimes, I could be a little lit. But you gotta be your
much.
Thank you. But I just struggle with how to make sure when I go places and I make those connections, not only are they consistent, but they hold a lot of value, and I
come in the room and not only like show who I am, but I make it so that, you know, I'm doing the stuff you're supposed to do, you know, because like I'm outside sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, yo. But when I feel going outside, sometimes I feel a certain kind of vibe, or like I have certain kind of discussions, and like, or I get a number and I get really excited because I write a lot of songs for a lot of people, and sometimes like those songs don't come out, or sometimes those people, oh, I love everything you do, you're the best, and I'm like, really? Like, look, let's do it, and I'm just like, yay, and then 8 months later, 10 years later, nothing. And I'm just really trying to learn how to build those concrete relationships and like be personable, but like make it worth something. Cause like, I mean, I have a good time, but I wanna have some more success in what I've been doing.
I would say to that, it's really about who do you think is worth connecting to, and what can those people that you feel like you need to be connected to, what can they bring to the table? Because you know what you bring, like, right? You saying you write songs and you reached out and you're not getting anything back, but who's to say that those people are, who are they? You know what I'm saying? Do they have a connection that you need to be connected to? Because some people, especially in LA, everybody knows somebody that.
We know you can come.
I'm just saying, everybody knows somebody that knows somebody. Somebody's a producer. Oh, my cousin is Beyoncé. My cousin, like, and y'all don't know nobody.
Don't even know Jesus.
Okay, ain't saved
At all.
ain't filled, ain't fire baptized. But I'm just saying, like, you just, I would say, just pay attention to who you are trying to build with and connect with, because everybody may surface level be a thing and they're not really a thing. And for you feel like you're doing your due diligence and you're not seeing a return, and it's because whoever they said they were, they're not really them. So I feel like you should just be careful with just attaching yourself to just anybody, one, because I feel like that's easy ground for somebody to just take advantage of you. And two, you just gotta be mindful that like everybody's not who they say they are, right? So
I would say, I don't know, you believe in God?
yeah.
Pray for divine connections, pretty much. Because it's like we do like to try to cast a lot of nets because we are having imposter syndrome or just frantic about what it is. Be present, center yourself, and understand what we've been saying, that what's for you is meant for you, and when that moment comes, just make sure you're ready when that moment comes, and it'll happen.
I don't believe in networking. I believe it will happen organically. If you are authentically you in that room, who is supposed to connect with you? I a lot of times, I mean, I speak, but I'll stand alone. I'll just stand there because I know it's gonna come. I'll draw it in anyway, so I don't have to. Hey, how you doing? My name is this and that. Yeah, I do this. No, you're gonna come. What I'm supposed to get is gonna come, and I know that's divine. That's what God said. Because you will waste a lot of time. Let's exchange contact. Let's do this. You're gonna get that. Everybody want to be in the room gonna do it. Who's gonna actually connect? That connection is what really matters. You'll know because it just happens. You can't force it. We can't force this life. You can't force anything. What is supposed to happen is gonna happen.
Okay, hi. So more so in the professional realm, do background singers, like, are you guys trained with like a music director, or do you guys have to sit and learn the music yourselves or learn the notes yourselves?
Both.
I think it depends on the situation, really. Sometimes you just, here's the set list, here's the arrangement. You better know how to blend. You better know how to do your part. Some situations, like with Mary, Jawan kind of like arranged a lot of the vocals and was Joe Jackson to a lot of us. And like, you flat, no, don't sing it like that. Try to do it like that. And he was very like meticulous about everything, but it works. It works. It works when you have somebody like that. But when you on your own, like, I feel like then people really trust that you know what you're doing, and that's why you got the call. So I think it's just really just locking in, hearing your part, knowing your part, asking questions if you're not sure. Don't show up like, oh, that's not the part, because you could have just asked me. So rehearsal could just be what it's supposed to be.
I think that's where people get a lot in their heads. They think, obviously you should be learning the music regardless, but a lot of people get in their heads so they don't ask questions, so then their personality turns into something else, like, I don't want to be around this person. Because they're not asking the questions, you know. So
I feel like if you don't know, you don't know. And nobody can fault you for what you don't know, but I feel like if it's your job to do X, Y, Z, and you don't know something, the only way you're gonna know it is to ask.
And ego will keep you from asking.
Yeah. And you don't wanna stop the process because you stubborn and just wanna, you know what I'm saying? Because then now somebody has to stop the rehearsal or stop whatever to keep going back and forth with you, and like instead of you just asking, now I have to like, did you listen to the music? Because now I have to reconsider, like, did I call the right person? Like, a whole bunch of factors come into that. So I would just say, just listen, lock in. And I don't think rehearsal is not for you to just know everything and for it to just be perfect and all of that. Like, do your mistakes and everything, but I feel like when you're at home, that's really rehearsal at home. When you get to rehearsal, now we're just perfecting what we did outside of here, so that when it's showtime, smooth sailing.
And there's a difference between having a question and being unclear about something and being unprepared.
Right.
And you can tell the difference. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you just don't know the music. Right. Whereas you've been singing it and then you get to this part, it's a little weird, it's a little iffy, and it's like, wait, what we doing? You know what I mean? It's a clear difference. You can always be able to tell.
And did not try.
There's a hand back here.
So my question was, first of all, you guys, this is a great conversation. You answered like a lot of the questions that I may have had. But one question I do want to ask is, where you guys are now, like how you got there, what is the greatest takeaway that an artist of whatever caliber that you worked with, what was the greatest takeaway that they've shown you, or advice or something that they've given you that you can carry on to tell us?
I would say
That's a pro.
Kanye taught me to get what you want at all costs. Cancel out the noise around you. People are always going to talk. People are always going to have something negative to say. People may not understand your vision. People may not understand your purpose. But you got to get it anyway. And like, if that's, go after what you want. Financial freedom is a good thing, but also just get what you want. At all costs. Cancel the noise.
And I would say, I'm going to add on to that, just to switch the lens a little bit. I know everyone is speaking from like the background singer perspective, but everybody up here is an artist as well, and successful artists, okay? Like, they got it going on. So speaking from that lens, be yourself. Be you. There's a formula for, artists in the industry, and if I follow that formula, they'll look at me like, you really suck. Because that don't work for me. And being myself and being honest as an artist has allowed me to be here, literally, right now.
I would say my biggest takeaway has been, it gets better with time. The older you get, the better. Like, Tina Turner didn't become a rock star until 50. She didn't become Tina Turner until 50. That is hope. It doesn't. So I just turned 40. It's just about the craft. It's just about, so it gets better because I have my two main clients they're older. They're 53 and 55. And constantly, I'm like, oh. I was like, okay, I'm booked until July 2026 already. Let's go. Thank you. 55. When you're taught in this industry that after a certain age, the call stop. Nah, baby, they get better. They get better. So that's been my joy. Okay.
Mary told me a few months ago She said, Tiff, I don't know what you're gonna do after this, but don't let anybody dim your light. And I have been in situations where I got fired because I was too pretty. I got fired because the artist would post content of the show on their page and people would be in the comments tagging me and not saying anything about them. Just like little stuff like that. And I'm like, all I'm doing is, I'm just in the background. I'm just doing my job. But a lot of times we don't know that like people can see you before you see you. And it's very easy for people to play on that one, and then two, for them to be insecure and now all of a sudden feel like even me being in the background takes away from who they are. I mean, artists, tour bus, all of the things, and I'm just over here in my black. It's still a problem. And so when she said that, she's like, Tiff, don't let anybody dim your light. Like, you add so much value to what I'm doing. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And that really was like, man, like, you don't have to dim somebody else's light to make yourself brighter. Like, we're a team. I don't like to say like I work for XYZ. Like, I work with, because we have one common goal: give these people a show, give them their money's worth, and go home.
Because they can be fired too.
Right.
Just so y'all know.
Right.
I'm firing you. I'm done.
I would say, Kelly actually told me this a long time ago. She said, not these words verbatim, but allow your gift to make room for you. And my story was, I had a hard childhood growing up. And I think in a lot of the things that I didn't want to sing because it was a reminder of, I don't know, my mom, so many things, but she saw it on me. And she said, you walk around sad all the time. Like, what's going on? And I sat there and I told her, and she said, put in the music. Make the music, make the people feel that. And that's when it kind of clicked. That passion that I have when I do sing, it's because of my troubles. But allow your gift to make room for you. You can be happy. You can be bright and bubbly-eyed about life, because life is a gift. Like, a lot of people did not wake up this morning. And we've been experiencing a lot of different things, even with Trump and family life, food stamps being cut off, the world. So allow your gift to make room for you. Be passionate about what you do, but also live. Be happy.